Just last hour, President Trump signed a memo which would exclude undocumented immigrants from the U.S. Census. And the action clarifies that undocumented immigrants should not be counted for the purpose of determining the number of representatives each state would get in Congress. The move could face swift legal challenges. Power panel slides back in now. Matt Whitaker, Richard Fowler joining me now. So, Matt, talk to me about what this does and what the pushback could be, and then we'll get to Richard.
Well, it's interesting because the Constitution uses the term, I believe, inhabitants to be counted every 10 years in the census. And this appears to be that the administration is going to allow everyone to be counted. But once the count is delivered to the White House, they will then determine how much are actually are citizens or are here legally, and will exclude from the apportionment how many members of Congress each state gets. This could change how many California gets, for example, by 2 to 3 one way or another, depending on how it turns out.
Would this lead to people, and you can't lie, you can opt not to answer the questions, but legally you can't lie on that form is what I've always read. So would this necessarily lead to people maybe not just partaking? Matt,
well, Paris, I think there's a couple problems with this White House member. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you know, Harris, I think there is always a risk of people being afraid of filling out their census, but obviously so many benefits flow to the states. There has been a concerted effort by many states to make sure that everyone fills out their census form.
All right, Richard?
Well, everybody should fill out the census because everybody should be counted, because the Constitution does prescribe that a whole number of people in every state should be counted. The problem that the White House, I think, has in this executive memorandum is there is no immigration question in the census. So for the White House to determine how they're going to sort of delineate between citizen versus immigrant versus illegal immigrants versus undocumented is going to be a little bit arbitrary. Not to mention the fact, I think it's important to point out that even though undocumented workers can't vote in the United States, it is very clear that they do contribute to our society. Based on IRS data, they have paid over $23 billion in income tax and over $11 billion in state and local taxes. So it is important for them to be counted for the sheer purpose of knowing where they are and where they're contributing to our society. And I think it's impossible to know how the White House is going to delineate between illegal and unillegal without an immigration question on the actual census.
All right, gentlemen, I have to scoot. Thank you very much.